Count how many times I say family in this video. Family has always been an interesting topic for me. Over the years, I've been closer to my friends, and instead of trying to find my place with my own family, I was busy trying to fit in with my built families from my friends and their own families. But what would life be like if I made the effort to get to know my own family? Growing up, I wasn't close to my family. Sure, I was close to my mom, my dad, my stepmom, and eventually my grandparents from my dad's side, but I wasn't really close to any extended family. Part of that is because a lot of my family lives in different parts of the world. My dad and my grandparents moved to Las Vegas in 1997, while my mom moved out here on her own a couple years before that, so a lot of our extended family is not physically close to us. My parents split after a while, and I've lived with my dad the most, so I know more about my dad's side of the family than I do my mom's. I've even met more of my family from my dad's side than my mom's. So, for years, I've only ever had contact with my mom's side of the family over Facebook Messenger. We love Facebook. I'd always hear from my grandma and aunties how much I've grown, and they would ask me if I still remember them here and there, and we would just talk about how life was as best as we could, even with the language barrier. And without fail, I always felt a little sad after our conversations, because I've always wished that I had known them more and had a closer relationship to them, and that I could just see them whenever I wanted. So anyways, where is this video going? I went to Paris! Now, you may be asking, Abby, what does that have to do with family? I have family in Paris. So, all of my mom's siblings live in Paris, and my memories of them are very sparse. There is hardly anything there because I was so young when I met them, so it's as if I've never met them, and I finally got to visit them this past May. If you didn't know, I recently went to Cannes, France for the Cannes Film Festival as an intern, and before I left Vegas, I had assumed Paris would be close. It wasn't until I messaged one of my aunts that I realized just how far Cannes was from Paris. And because I was there on a scholarship, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go. Honestly, the thought of going made me anxious. Why was I scared to meet my own blood family? Would I even have anything to talk about with my cousins that I just found out I even had? What if they don't like me or they think I'm weird? There were so many worrisome thoughts going through my head, and this was the moment I realized that maybe I still thought love had to be conditional. But there were still so many parts of me craving a connection with them, so luckily, my internship ended a couple days earlier than planned, and I've pretty much explored all you could explore in Cannes, so I impulsively thought, fuck it, let's go to Paris and meet my family. My aunts were super thrilled. They immediately booked me tickets via train, and next thing you know, I was packing to head to Paris the next morning. The train ride was 5 hours long. It was my very first train ride, and I was doing it solo in a foreign country that speaks a foreign language, and all I could do on that ride was think. As I'm sitting here on this train ride to Paris, nothing feels real. It's oddly emotional. Like everything I've ever gone through has led me to this exact moment. My brain couldn't handle the thinking anymore, so I journaled and completely word vomited. And the next thing I know, I'm in Paris. So enjoy the rest of this vlog. It was literally a beautiful trip, and I'm never gonna forget it.
뻔한 얘기지만 널 보면 그냥 좋아 매일 보고 싶어.
They walk so much here. I'm kind of struggling, but it's cool. All of the architecture is like freaking old, and it's nice to see. Very different from home. Wow.
변치 말자 너 just feel so lucky.
Good morning. As you can see, it is the next morning. I just wanted to put a disclaimer out there. I didn't really film a lot, one because I was shy, but also because I really wanted to focus on spending time with my family. So yeah, that's it. So we took the train and the bus and walked a lot there. That is my aunt, who is just as funny as I am.
Come on, 1, 2.
You literally have to pay for the bathroom. Sorry for not updating you guys as much, because there are a lot of pickpocketers here, so you have to be like really careful. Like right now I'm like holding on to my phone. So yeah, I'll try and update you guys later, but I might not be able to. Okay, bye.
들어봐. 가뭄 같은 마음엔 뭐라도 단비가 돼요. 돼요. 무의미한 말에 자꾸 내 맘이 설레요. 그래요. 아름다운 그대와 단둘이서.
So we're going all the way to that green spot. I'm with my cousin at the Stephanie, and we're going to a rooftop bar? Yeah. Rooftop bar. Yo. When I tell you, if you go here, you need good shoes and prepare yourself mentally and physically to walk, please listen to me, because I didn't listen to people when they told me that, and I'm struggling. But still, the vibe at night is very different compared to day.
그대 앞에 빛을 잃어요. 감당할 수 없는 마음들이 날 힘들게 해요. 잘못한 게 없이도 그대는 죄인이 돼요. 날 서운하게 해요. 당연한 거 아는데 욕심이 나서 그래요. 나도 모르게.
Again, it was a very short trip to Paris, and I wish it was longer. So as they were like driving me to the train station, I was like super sad. And I ended up being late for my train. At every train station, they have pianos. And then as you can see, it's all just pictures now. But that pretty much concludes this trip. I really wanted to focus on spending time with my family and like really getting to know them, because I really only had 2 full days with them. So there's not a lot of footage. But this, I don't know, I just felt so at home. Like, even though I had just met my family, it didn't feel like awkward. At first it was, of course, but it just felt really nice. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video.